And a good evening and welcome here to Grayson County High School, where tonight the Grayson County Cougars take on a team from the Louisville area, a team that they really have not played except for a scrimmage last season. It's the DeSales Colts who make the trip into Litchfield here for tonight's broadcast. And welcome in here, Sam Gormley here with you for the call of tonight's broadcast as the Grayson County Cougars and the DeSales Colts come in. Grayson County started the season 1-0, and it was on Monday night with Wyatt Schultz having, well, I think there's only one way to put it. That was a record-breaking performance. He scored 8 goals. And for Schultz, he broke the school and region record with those 8 goals in the win over Russellville. And he became only the 12th player in state history to score at least 8 goals in a game. And that number of 8 goals in one game ranks tied for third in state history. So it was record-breaking for Wyatt Schultz. And the Cougars are going to try and get back into that winning ways and get to 2-0 on the year against this DeSales Colts team who is opening up their season here tonight. Again, we appreciate you tuning in. This is the inaugural test run, test flight, whatever you might want to call it, here for K105 Digital Productions of Grayson County Soccer. So we want to run through here that Cougar football this season will also be broadcast right here on K105's Facebook, 1039 The Moose's Facebook, and also the YouTube page for K105. So there's all kinds of different ways for you to listen to be sure that you do not miss any of the action this year. We will also have Lady Cougar soccer, and we will have next week the Lady Cougar volleyball team playing against Edmonson County. So plenty of action for you to make sure that you don't miss. So without further ado, we're going to take a 2-minute break and come back, and we will have more here to get you introduced to both teams, and we will also in a little bit talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, Kenny Fukuhara. That'll be coming up here. This is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School as we are, just about 13 minutes away from kicking off here between the Cougars and the Colts. There's actually a decent amount happening here around Grayson County tonight is over at the high school. If you're maybe driving around and listening to it, you can go to see Meet the Lady Cougar Volleyball Night as that's going on over there. As there's plenty of stuff going on. Tomorrow night, though, it is Grayson County Cougar football, as it is their first scrimmage as they are playing McLean County. That is on the road at 6 p.m. We will not have coverage of that game, but we will have coverage starting next Friday where the Cougars will take on the Hornets of Hancock County. That game will be on the road. DeSales Colts, this is their first game of the season. Their head coach is Chris Rayburn. He's in his fourth season with a record of 28-24. He also has 4 ties in his career as the head coach of DeSales. Their leading returning scorer on the year is a tie between Blake Givens, a senior midfielder, and Joshua Smith, who is a junior striker. They each have 4 goals apiece. 2 goals also bringing for Evan Peterworth and Caden Holton. And the keeper returning in the goal is senior goalkeeper Jared Ecken. Last season he had 14 games, 25 goals against, and 2 shutouts. The Cougars are coached by Kenny Fukuhara. We'll hear from him in just a moment. But they again enter this game with a record of 1-0. They are 0-0 in their district, which again is just 2 teams. It is them and Meade County, so the Cougars are guaranteed a spot in that 3rd region tournament, which last year marked the first time that they actually won a game in that, and it was over Muhlenberg County. We'll ask Coach Fukuhara his thoughts on that here coming up. So we'll take a break and talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, Kenny Fukuhara. This is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
We are the Bach family from Bath County, Kentucky.
We have beef cattle, grain, and some fruits and vegetables. Our beef herd is about 240 mama cows.
We try to do the best job that we can so that the consumer is satisfied.
I feel I'm really blessed to be able to work with my family.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming. It's a good life.
I'm very proud of my family.
Kentucky farm families, feeding Kentucky, feeding the world.
Hey, Sam Gormley back here with you from Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars getting ready to take on the DeSales Colts here in their 2nd game of the season. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Cougars, Mr. Kenny Fukuhara. And Coach, first off, first game of the season, I think I only need to say 2 words, right? Wyatt Schultz?
Yeah, he was, he was 3-2 at half. He had missed, I don't know if you guys were, he had missed several shots, shot after shot after shot. And I talked to him. I said, just be a leader, keep shooting, and eventually, they're going to go in. And so 3-2 at half, we ended up scoring 8 more goals in the second half, and I think Wyatt scored 6 of them. So, it just speaks volumes of how he's grown. When I first got the job, he was a freshman. He's a senior now. He's a leader. He understands he's going to miss shots, and, he didn't back down. He kept shooting and shooting and shooting. They're going to go in. I mean, through the first 2 preseason games, he had 3 goals in each of those games. 8 goals in the first game, so he's already up to 14 goals within 3 games. So, but you got to give credit to Matthew Haycraft. He's our playmaker. I mean, he gets in the ball and he accepts his role, and Matthew can do things that nobody else on our team can do. And without him, Wyatt doesn't score 8 goals.
So I want to take you back to last year. I think about at the middle of October, Muhlenberg County at Apollo High School, am I right? Yeah. Picking up that first regional tournament win. What does something like that mean for your program?
Well, after the game, Logan Raymer came up to me. I specifically remember he was hugging me, saying congratulations, and it's on them. That they accepted what they had to do to get to that point. I can only tell them what to do, show them what to do, but they have to challenge themselves every day in practice to get to that point to be able to win a regional tournament game. And so it's kind of just we're building on that momentum. I got a lot of guys back this year. We lost 2 or 3 kids, but I got the core of my group back, and we're really trying to build on this momentum. And it was a 4-year plan when I got the job. I looked at the kids I had in the program when I first got the job. Wyatt was a freshman, Matthew was in 8th grade, Baja was in 7th grade, and so I had these kids right there who were young, and so it was a 4-year plan. We wanted to get to this point where we have a chance to win a lot of games this year.
So you look today at a team in DeSales, and it's really a team that you don't know a lot about. I don't think you guys have ever played them.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we scrimmaged them there last year. It wasn't a regular season game. We scrimmaged them there last year, and they're a good team. I mean, Shiloh does a great job, and he's their head coach, and we're ready for the challenge.
So, but playing a team, though, that you still don't know, I mean, it's not a Muhlenberg County. I was talking a lot with Coach Smart last year about how there were unfamiliar opponents can actually be a good thing for your team because they don't have the notion of going in, playing like a Davis County, where they know that they're a power. So is there a message with your team on that note?
Well, when I tried to schedule this season, I wanted some challenges in between some games that we were going to be competitive, but I really wanted to challenge them every week or every 10 days. I wanted a game that would really challenge us. And so, DeSales, we scrimmaged them last year, and so we really wanted to get some teams on our schedule that aren't from this area, and we wanted to showcase our field. They just walked in. We got a great field. We got a great setup, and we wanted to let people know that we're here to play soccer just like everybody else, just like every team in Louisville. And so we're excited to have them.
All right. Well, we'll have more here on the pregame show here coming up. This is K105.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
We are the Bach family from Bath County, Kentucky.
We have beef cattle, grain, and some fruits and vegetables. Our beef herd is about 240 mama cows.
We try to do the best job that we can so that the consumer is satisfied.
I feel I'm really blessed to be able to work with my family.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming. It's a good life.
I'm very proud of my family.
Kentucky Farm Families, feeding Kentucky, feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where DeSales is getting ready to take on the Cougars here in the second game of the season for Grayson County, but it is game 1, the season opener for the Colts of DeSales. The Cougars are led by, well, if you listened to any of this broadcast or followed any Cougar soccer news for the past week, then the name you know, Wyatt Schultz. He scored 8 goals, the region and school record in the game on Monday in the 11-3 win over Russellville. But, I mean, you can't really look past even the performance from Matthew Haycraft in that game. He had a hat trick, 3 goals in that win over Russellville as well. And last year for Haycraft, and you heard Coach Fukuhara talk about that in our pregame show, in our pregame conversation with him, Haycraft finished tied for 3rd in the state last season with 27 assists. It's one of those things where he is an unselfish player who realizes that sometimes it is more important for the team to, pass off instead of going for the goals at all points. He had 27 assists in Grayson County games last season. Again, third in the state for that. Other returning players here looking at the starting lineup here for Grayson County. You look into the goal where you have Brady Hubry, who is playing tonight as he was listed for most of this week as day-to-day with a knee injury. But before the game, Coach Fukuhara said that he expects him to play tonight. So we'll hope to see him in the goal and hope that that injury is not too severe for him. Last season, he started all 18 games for Grayson County. He gave up 39 goals, had 53 saves, and in those 19 games, he tallied 8 shutouts. So Hubry is a guy that can dominate a game when it comes to that point. Other names to know, some returning players for Grayson County. You look in the forwards, joining Haycraft there is Baha Masri. Last season, he started 16 games, had 2 goals, so for 4 points on the year for him. A player that will not play tonight, but you will need to know here in the coming days, is Kyler Goosetree. He's waiting to be cleared by the KHSAA as he's transferring from Hart County. Last season with the Raiders, he had 21 games, and in those 21 games, he had 14 goals with 4 assists. So it'll be interesting to see him and how he will continue to move and maybe improve this team even more as the two teams are walking out here towards midfield right now. And you can look at that right there on our camera and see them making the walk. And you might not be a soccer fan, but I'll tell you what, this, for whatever reason, gives me goosebumps every time I see it. It just comes right through, and they split right there with the ball. It's something that's just, I couldn't even tell you why. It's so cool, but I just like to see it. Looks like we're getting closer and closer to action, so we're going to take a 1-minute break before we get started. This is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School as they're announcing the starting lineups here for both teams for DeSales and Grayson County. We don't have DeSales lineup, but we do have Grayson County, so we will bring that to you here right now. Baha Masri and Matthew Haycraft are your forwards tonight in the 3-5-2 formation for Grayson County. Your midfield is headlined by Malachi Clemens, Josh Stevenson, Max Evans, Wyatt Schultz, and Logan Raymer. And the defense is Miles Hornbeck, Curtis Schmidt, George Pretty with Brady Hubry taking it into the goal there for Grayson County. So announcing there all of the teams, and up here we're getting ready and closer to action here tonight. We do appreciate you, though, tuning into our broadcast here. As a reminder, we are going to be having Grayson County Cougar football. That will be broadcast live as well. So we will have that for you all year long to be able to see that, along with other things as well. As I see they're bringing us a roster, but I believe I already have one, so I'm good. So I do want to, before we get started, want to thank our video crew here in advance for all of the hard work that they're doing, as we have Chase Blaine, Cody Brock, and Anna Davis. I want to thank them for all of their help that they are bringing us here this game here tonight. Both teams shaking hands, and looks like we are getting ready to go. So Grayson County, if you're watching down there live, is in their blue, navy blue, all navy blue, while DeSales is in white jerseys with kind of a brown pants. Is what it looks like as they're meeting up here. Grayson County down to the right. Looks like they will be moving from right to left here to start the broadcast. So Grayson County here entering this game here with, again, the record of 1-0. They played Russellville on Monday night right here at the Cougar soccer field. And they won that one 11-3 behind 8 goals from Wyatt Schultz. Their head coach is Kenny Fukuhara. He's in his 4th year, 21-34-6. While DeSales is coached by Chris Rayburn. He's in his 4th season, 28-24-4. Looks like DeSales is going to start this game with the ball, and that is how we are going to get underway here tonight. DeSales is going to be working from left to right. Grayson County working from right to left here from our vantage point. Opposite of the benches here at Grayson County High School. The whistle is blown, and we are underway here from Grayson County. It's the maiden voyage of Cougar soccer right here on K105. Again, DeSales in their white jerseys with brown pants. And it is going to be controlled at midfield and taken away immediately for Grayson County, and making it down here towards the left side. Logan Raymer back now over here out front to Malachi Clemens. Back to Raymer. Raymer tries to go through the legs, doesn't have a chance to down here towards the near side. It gets away. It's chased down back by Clemens. He'll kick it out back behind now to Curtis Schmidt, and that's how the Cougars are going to start things up with right now. As Matthew Haycraft, as the ball is just saved in bounds. In fact, no, it was not, as it was just out of bounds off of Clemens. And DeSales is going to have their first opportunity to take it into the Grayson County side. So here it'll come down. Grayson County, as the pass in from Dick goes out of bounds, and it is going into the hands here of Grayson County. Right up the middle go the Cougars, as it is as it's passed up now to Wyatt Schultz. He's got a wide open shot, but DeSales, nice defense there by the Colts. As it was, you've got both Matthew Dick and Connor Dick, and it looks like it might have been Connor Dick that was in there on the play to stop it off there. Nice defense from DeSales, and they'll send this one off. And now DeSales has an opening chance here early on, but Miles Hornback kicks it right back to the center line. Here comes now DeSales working it back up the middle, and the touch is too hard and out of the reach of Matthew Dick, and Brady Hubry runs under it, and he'll send it away, heading it back to midfield, and it's off of the head of DeSales and in now down towards the opposite side of the field. Out towards the middle, the touch is long, and nice defense from Grayson County. They are going to knock that one, and it will go. Just saving it from going out of bounds is DeSales. This time, though, it will go out of bounds, and it is off of the Colts. So it looks like it went off of number 11, Jared Ecken. So we're actually, sorry, it's off of Smith on that play, number 11, number 10. So it'll be a goal kick here for Brady Hubry. So we're in the opening minutes here of tonight's broadcast, as Grayson County here taking on against DeSales. As it's controlled right up the middle here, it's Locke with the ball. He passes it over now towards the left side. Kind of in a no man's land for us as far as our vantage point is. We're right here underneath one of our cameras. So we're at ground level. It makes things a little bit difficult to pick up numbers. Here comes Grayson County with the ball. Raymer up now towards the middle. It's a nice pass, but nice defense, and it looks like we're going to have a handball, as it was a handball on Grayson County's Masri. So it just went off of his hand. Up towards the middle. off of the front of DeSales, and now nice defense kicking it out of bounds is George Pretty. And it's going to be taking a shot on goal, but the save here by Brady Hoobery. So DeSales takes a shot on it, and no luck there for the Colts. So that's the first shot here for the Colts, and it's sent off here by Hoobery. And a high bounce over the head, and it's now run down by Baha Masri. Masri loses control. It's taken in the middle here. It's DeSales with the ball. Midfield, it was Quinos with the ball. He'll tap it out of bounds off of him, and the Cougars will now have a chance. They try to throw it into Schultz, but nice defense from DeSales. They stop it going. Now it is taken here as it is Haycraft with the ball. He's controlling it right in the middle. He does a little droop pass trying to get into the middle. He'll take it right back, though. And again, DeSales not letting the Cougars get into their attacking side at all. No luck for them. So, nice defense early on from DeSales. As it's taken here, Holton with the ball. He races down here into the near side. Haycraft right on him, and the ball goes out of bounds off of DeSales. And it'll be Grayson County ball. A nice defense there from Matthew Haycraft. We've got a whistle blown by our official. And are we going to have a substitution here early on? Or as Max Evans, I'm not sure if he had a shoot untied or what might be the issue there. White Schultz with the captain's band on. He'll pass one back into the Cougar defense, and it's tapped up into the air, and it's a fight for the ball. Raymer will come down with it and give it off now to Schultz. Schultz turns all the way around looking for a Cougar defender, and he finally finds him with Hornbeck. Hornbeck with the ball on the opposite side of the field. He kicks it off of DeSales, and it will roll out of bounds, but it will continue with Grayson County ball. So here it comes now. It's number 10. Was that 10 Goostree in the game? He might actually be in there now that I look at it for Grayson County. Up towards the middle, off to the left side, sweeping through the defense is Ekin. And he's going to take a shot, and it's just out of the reach of the keeper, Hoobery. And coming in was a player for DeSales who was almost going to have a shot on the ball to put it in, but just out of his reach as well. So it will turn into a corner kick. So it'll be a corner kick here coming for actually it's a throw-in as it rolled out of bounds. I thought it did go out on that line. And a shot coming in, and it's just kicked out by Grayson County as it was number 15, Pretty, who was able to send that one back. And now DeSales is going to send this one all the way back to the other end of the field here. And it is controlled by their keeper. Their keeper is Ekin. Jared Ekin there back there is the keeper again for DeSales here tonight. Raymer with the ball here on the near side. He passes it back to Schmidt. Schmidt passes it up trying to find Schultz, and it's not able to. So we're about 6 minutes into tonight's game. No score here between Grayson County and DeSales. Hornbeck trying to race to the ball, and a shot in, and it's high and off to the left. The first opportunity there for DeSales on that chance, but it'll turn into a goal kick here for the Cougars. Of course, Grayson County again coached by Kenny Fukuhara, who's in his 4th season. DeSales' head coach is Chris Rayburn, who is also in his 4th season. Out of bounds, and it will go towards DeSales here. Logan Raymer tried to grab it to try and think that it might have actually been their ball. Taken away here by Raymer. He'll do an outlet pass up to Schultz, but it is taken away by DeSales. Controlling it now is McCabe. He's running it down here towards the near side, trying to set a play up. He'll send it into the box, and it's right at Brady Hoobery. So he tried to send it in. I think he was trying to send it in a little bit further into the left to see if he could try and get a runner in there, but Hoobery was right there to grab it. He'll send one up, and it'll be taken here at midfield, a high bounce, and it'll go into the hands of DeSales. And out of bounds, and it will go towards the Colts ball. As you can see on the opposite side of the field, our sports writer Don Brown over there, sports writer extraordinaire. Be sure to check in him after tomorrow, and you'll be able to read a recap of tonight's game if you can't catch the entire action. You'll also be able to go back and watch this if it so happens to come. If you miss any of the action, it will be logged on both our YouTube channel and on Facebook. DeSales with a chance here. Hornbeck will pass it out, and we're going to have a whistle blown here. And we're going to have a foul called on Grayson County as Caden Holton took a seat there. And it will be a free kick opportunity here for DeSales. Let's see who is going to take it. It will be Smith, number 10. He had 4 goals last season and 7 assists. He's the junior striker. He is going to take this one, and the Cougars have a 3-man set right there in front to try and stop it. The shot is taken in right at Brady Huber. He bounces up in front of him, and he's able to fall right down on it. As I think it took kind of a weird bounce on him, and he was able to grab it and fall down right on top of it before the DeSales attackers were able to get in. He sends this one. It's a good kick. White Schultz had a man on him. No, just shy of the whistle. In fact, we do have a whistle now, and it is what appears to be it. In fact, they are going to call that. As on that, Schultz had a player who was had his arm around his back, and he was able to, first Grayson County had the advantage, but then it was taken away here. Kicking in, Haycraft, he'll send it in, and Raymer is there, and he tries to put it in off of a side kick, and a whistle is being blown, and it's going to be a goal kick here for DeSales. As it was a nice ball in by Matthew Haycraft. And you see, he was not third in the state last season without a reason. He had 27 assists last season, and he showed it off right there, and Raymer almost was able to put a play on the ball. So here comes the kick from the keeper for DeSales. And it is Jared Ecken. High bounce taken here by the Cougars. Schmidt. He'll send it up, and it'll go into the hands of number 4, Givens. Near side bounces off. White Schultz is going to have one-on-one with the keeper down to the left side. He'll put it off to the right side and just out of bounds. So he had a shot at it. In fact, they even blew, I think, offsides on that. So first real chance for Grayson County. Goes for no more there. So they had their chance, but offsides was the call by the head official. As DeSales has the ball controlled here at midfield, battling it with it. Haycraft is going to try and come down with it, but it instead goes into the hands of McCabe. McCabe now off with it here to Grayson County's Goosetree, who was in the game, so I guess he was cleared by the KHSAA today. As of about 11:30 this morning, he had not been cleared just yet, but he's out there, so I guess Kyler Goosetree has been cleared. He's a transfer in from Hart County, so it's good to see him in the game. So, as he was a big-time force for the Hart County Raiders team last year. In fact, he had 14 goals, which I believe ranked 2nd or 3rd on their team last year. Schultz with a touch back. He gives it right back now over to the right side, Goosetree, and it is controlled, and going out to take it is the keeper, Ecken, for DeSales. As the Cougars were trying to, as Goosetree and Schultz were going back and forth. So Goosetree was a guy who had, I believe, 3 goals in their scrimmage win over Campbellsville last week. High kick by Ecken, taken over midfield, and it is knocked down by Pretty. But now DeSales is going to have a chance, but immediately kicking it right back out front. Kenny Fugahara is one of your more visual coaches that you will see. He has a lot of hand movements out there, and he really gets into game. I guess animated is the word I'd like to use to describe it. But everything I've heard is that the kids really do take him as a shot taken, and Huber right there in front to knock that one down and not let it go any further. We're about 12 and a half minutes into tonight's game. No score here between Grayson County and the DeSales Colts. Cougars trying to improve to 2-0 on the season. The Cougars are trying to win back-to-back, have back-to-back 10-win seasons for the first time in school history. So it'd be a big-time movement. After last year, they picked up their first regional win, shot off to the right side by DeSales. And it was a good length away, probably about 30 yards. and it was off to the right, so a goal kick will be taken by Hubry for Grayson County. Hubry sends a line drive kick that Schultz is going to take. It's actually going to go off of the face of a DeSales player, and they're going to call first the official signal towards DeSales ball. I think everybody was a little confused, and then he immediately realized his mistake. Matthew Haycraft to send this one in from about the midfield line. He sends it into the box, and right there to knock it right back out is DeSales. As it's knocked down here to the near side, McCabe with the ball. He'll send it right back in towards the middle. It's controlled now by Smith. Smith back to McCabe. McCabe bangling it back towards his left side. He goes back to his right foot up front now, taken by Holton. Holton stutter steps to his right, now goes to his left. Good Cougar defense, and it's going to go right back out. It's a race to the ball. Clemens and Dick were going for it, and it is going to go out of bounds off of Dick, and it should be Grace. So they're going to say it's DeSales ball. As they two were fighting right for it, and it was DeSales who gets the benefit of the call. They'll throw this one inside. Taking it down into the right corner is McCabe with the ball. And it is just going to roll outside, and it's going to be a throw-in right by the corner kick line. So they'll throw it into the box, and it is going to be knocked out here, and a shot inside, and DeSales is going to have a shot on it. Hubry blocks it, and now here come the Cougars. Immediately, though, DeSales stops the attack, and it'll go in, and a shot here. It's going to be a fight for the ball, and now a shot coming, and it's saved by Brady Hubry. What a save! Caden Holton, I think, was the one who took the shot there for DeSales, and Hubry went flying to his right for an amazing save for Grayson County. Holton with the ball now, and the Cougar defense almost lit one up, but it was Hubry who had the unbelievable save. And Quinos was trying to send one in, but he kicks this one, now throwing it down. Schultz is going to chase this one down into the left corner here on the Grayson County sideline. He'll kick one, and it'll go off of the shin guard of DeSales. I think it went off of Quinos there. Wyatt Schultz back here to Haycraft. Haycraft controlling it right in the center. Schultz with it. He spins all the way around now. And DeSales is going to take possession of it, breaking it right back towards the middle. It's Matthew Dick with the ball. He'll do an up pass now. Holton is going to chase it down, but right there for good defense for Grayson County is Schmidt. Schmidt kicks it up towards Raymer, but it goes off of Raymer's body and goes out of bounds. So now DeSales is going to get the ball right in front of us here from our vantage point opposite the benches. As controlled by Holton, he'll give it up, and immediately kicking it right out of bounds is Pretty. As we are about 16 minutes into the game here tonight. So we have about 23 minutes and 45 seconds, in fact, remaining here in the first half. Hubry just tips that one over the net. So we're going to have a goal kick, or rather a corner kick here coming for DeSales. It's going to be taken here by number 13, Huerta. He'll kick it into the box, and it's tapped up into the air, and it's going to be knocked back out. Grayson County here going to have a play on it. They've got numbers, and it's passed up here. Wyatt Schultz, and it goes off of the head of DeSales, and the Colts defense will hold up. So it was nice defense there from Locke, the junior defender for the Colts, to stop that play here as it was one-on-one. It was either him or Schultz who was going to get to the ball. As it's going to be a race to it, and this time the Cougars are going to kick this one off to the left side, as I believe that was not Pretty. It was Haycraft who set that one off to the right side. DeSales trying to take a shot on it. Fight for it. Hornbeck comes down with it just on the outside of the box, and he'll send it right up towards the DeSales bench. In fact, it goes right into the leg of Chris Rayburn, the DeSales head coach, again in his fourth season, 28-24 with 4 ties. DeSales last season went 7-9-1. They lost in the district semifinals to Butler. And there's a shot in, and it's just off to the left side, as I think from our vantage point here at first, you saw that ball hit the net. It was one of those that you had to do a quick double take to make sure where that ball was going. And it went to the opposite side of the net and not on the interior. DeSales has controlled most of this in there, as we have a whistle here, a foul going to be called on the Cougars. DeSales have controlled the possession mostly in their half of the field. And shot into the box high and over the goal, and it will turn into a goal kick here for Grayson County. So with that happening, we are going to go split screen here and take a 30-second break here. We're going to pay some of our bills here coming up, as this is right here. This is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
So we welcome you back here, as DeSales just took a shot on goal, but it went over to the right side. So we're about halfway through the opening quarter, or opening half of play. No score here between Grayson County and the Colts of DeSales. Cougars trying to open the season with a record of 2-0, as they picked up the opening season win on Monday, 11-3 over Russellville. It was 3-2 at the half, as we actually had a substitution come in for Grayson County, and I was looking over to the right side and didn't see them come in. So the Cougars here, Hornback with it. Off to the right side, he gives it back over to the middle by Schultz. Schultz over now here, and I believe the sub might have been Josh Stevenson coming into the game here for Grayson County. Schultz controls it over to Hornback. He now has it. Schultz again. Schultz has it taken away here by DeSales. Haycraft tries to take it, and it's taken right back by Schultz. Schultz tries to get it over to the right side to Stevenson, and it goes out of bounds off of Stevenson, and it will go towards Colts ball. Or actually, we do have a whistle, so we're going to have a free kick or out of bounds is what they're saying. No, they are saying free kick. So it'll be a free kick here coming for Grayson County off a foul by DeSales. Kick inside, controlled by Smith, and it now will go down into the box, and Grayson County's defenders has it, and pushing off is Holton. And now a little bit of a tussle, but DeSales is going to come down with it. Just out of the reach of the official. Hornbeck sends it right back out into the direction of Holwerda. Now it's back to Holton. Holton right in the middle. Over now into the near side, and it's taken right back here by Clemens. Clemens down the near side, and it'll go out of bounds. And Kinos will be in here to throw this one. He scans. He'll fire it down here the near sideline, and it'll go over the head and into the hands of Clemens. Now taken here, it is Raymer. Raymer with it. Or I'm sorry, it's 22 Dick with it, and a whistle being blown. And free kick coming here for DeSales. Let's see who will be the one to take it for the Colts. As it's going to be number 12, Holwerda. He had 3 assists, or number 10, Smith. 4 goals and 7 assists last season for the Mustangs. Or for the Colts, sorry. Cougars only have 1 defender standing acting as the wall. It's Logan Raymer. Kick coming in to the box, and it will go in. It is a goal for DeSales. There's about 3 or 4 players went diving in, and one of them does find the back of the net. And DeSales has taken a 1-0 lead, as that goal comes in here in the 22nd minute. So it was about 3 or 4 players that went in to try that off the free kick. But the free kick by Smith results in our first points here of tonight's game. So the Cougars find themselves with their first deficit here of the young 2019 season. DeSales controls this one, saving inbounds. No, he will not. As McCabe tried to make a play on it, but it just went out of bounds before he was able to get to it. Schultz with it. He gives it off to his teammate Haycraft. Haycraft does a little touch off to Clemens. Clemens here right in front of us, right at the midfield line. Haycraft trying to battle it. He gets it right back, trying to take it away. He has two DeSales players, and finally the third one comes, and it's Huerta to take it down. Huerta up now as he tries to find it into the leg of Dick. Dick has it right in front of one of our cameras down here over to the right. Down to the middle, it is Hornbeck with the ball. Right in the middle, it is Smith who has it for the Colts. Smith with it over to the left side, and a Cougar defender comes flying in. It's Pretty to knock that ball out of the box. Chance coming in, and just off to the right side, out of the reach of Hubry. But it was Holton with a shot, and it rolls out of bounds, so a goal kick will be coming here for Grayson County. So DeSales has controlled the possession of this game. In fact, the Cougars have had, I think, 2 offsides called on them early on, but other than that, have not had much access to their goal at all, so no true shot on goals. Kick coming from Hubry. It'll land just right at the half-field line, the midfield line, and immediately goes right back into action for the DeSales offense. 1-0. The Colts lead this one over here, Grayson County. 16 minutes to play here in the opening half. Controlled here. Nice defense from Grayson County. Hornbeck trying to knock it out, and it will go flying out of bounds. And is it going to be a corner kick? It is for the DeSales Colts. So corner kick coming here. Kick coming into the box, and it goes over the head of all the defenders, and it's going to roll all the way through, and it will turn into a goal kick here for Grayson County. So the corner kick opportunity turns into nothing for DeSales, and Grayson County going to try and get some offense here with about 15 minutes to play in the opening half to try and see if they can't find an equalizer. Masri with it in the middle. And Masri as a striker, only 5'1", but has plenty of action. He played in 16 games as a freshman last year, scoring 2 goals. I know you heard Coach Fukuhara hope that he could take a big step forward in helping out this team this year. Up towards the middle, taking a shot and fighting through it, and Hubry is able to knock it off. And we have a whistle blown forward, and it looks like it is going to turn into a goal kick for Grayson County. So Caden Holton for DeSales, the senior striker. You can see him by the bright orange hair, has taken a lot of the action here. Raymer tries to put a foot on it, but it's Kinos with it. Holton with it. Over to the right side. Shot in right at Brady Hubry. He knocks it down, bounces it once, and he's going to throw it up now. Let's see if Grayson County can't do it. Masri has it onto the opposite side of the field, immediately taken away by DeSales. Crossfield pass to Kinos. Kinos does a header over now, and it's a race to the ball, but Grayson County comes down with it. Here comes the race up. Raymer with it here on the near side. Cougars might have an opportunity here, but they're going to slow down and wait for their numbers. Schultz controlling it over now to Haycraft. Haycraft has a defender coming behind him. Nice communication here. Up towards the middle. It's controlled here by Josh Stevenson, and he'll tap one, and it'll go out of bounds off of Grayson County. So the Cougars not getting any more, and we're going to have some substitutions here coming into the game. 2 for DeSales, 1 here coming in for Grayson County. As the sub coming in for the Cougars is number six, who I don't have on my roster. Did I see that right? Is a number 6, who I might not even have on my roster. Here comes it midfield. DeSales with the ball. Immediately taking control is Smith. He splits a defender. He's now got it, taking it right up the middle with the left foot. Nice move over to the left side, breaking it over to the middle. He's going to take a shot over to the right, and it'll go off to the right, out of the reach of Hubry. But it was off to the right side as Hubry's momentum was going to his right. But nice shot by Smith trying to take it over to his left, and it just went out of the reach of Hubry. But luckily for the Cougars, was out of bounds. As Grayson County with a shot, Wyatt Schultz running down with it. They say that he's onside. He's going to put one. It's going to roll, and it is into the goal. Wyatt Schultz ties our game up for Grayson County. How about that? Wyatt Schultz with his 9th goal on the season, and the Cougars have found the equalizer here with 11 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the first half. As Schultz, there was not much on that one at all, but it was a slow roller that found that, and Wyatt Schultz finds the equalizer, his 9th goal of the year. He had 27 last season, so he's already a third of the way there through only 2 games. So here it comes now to DeSales trying to get that lead back, but it goes into the hands of Hordbeck. And the Cougars really, I mean, all of the momentum was in DeSales' ways. They were controlling the ball, but the Cougars just took control of their action. It was a nice ball up, and Schultz just put it over the keeper for a slow roller that just went in. Raymer with it. Over now to the left side. Schultz, he will control it. Trying to find some help. He's quickly double-teamed back to Raymer. Raymer back here towards the middle to Haycraft. Haycraft dribbling with it now, and he'll just kick it right back. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it will stay, though, Grayson County ball. Cougars have it. Schmidt to Schultz. Schultz is just going to give it right back now to Hubry. And Hubry's going to take it right at the edge of the box, and he's going to send one off now to the middle, but it's going to go right into the direction of DeSales. Fight for the ball, though. Grayson County's going to come down with it. Here it comes. Schultz with it here towards the left side. He'll do a through pass. Actually, it's Haycraft with it. Haycraft controls it. He's got Schultz over to his left. Schultz is going to get it here over to the left side of the box. DeSales is going to take it, and it's going to go out of bounds. So here comes a corner kick. No, they're going to say it's a goal kick. That looked like it went off of DeSales. In fact, it looked like the Cougars were getting ready for a corner, but no real protest from the Cougars. So a goal kick coming. Really, you couldn't ask for a much better night, though, weather-wise. As I think we're temperatures in the upper 70s right now. Wind blowing from right to left. But other than that, you can't ask for much more perfect weather. Picturesque, as you could say. They'll send one in, and it's kicked out of bounds by Schmidt. So DeSales is going to wait for their numbers here coming on. Whistle blown, and we're going to have a substitution here coming in for the Colts. See if we can't find out who this is for you. It is number 22, Matthew Dick. And leaving the game is Connor Dick. So I would presume that those two are brothers. So going in and out here, subbing for one another. Kinos will pass this in. He controls it here on the near side. Up towards the middle, Hubry there to grab that. And the Cougars here with about 8.5 minutes to play here in the opening half. Again, our score all tied up at 1. Wyatt Schultz with the equalizer just a few minutes ago off of the opening goal by DeSales. Chance coming. Schultz tried to run that one down, but nice defense by DeSales kept that one from coming. Here comes a shot into the box, and Schultz tries to run it down, but the keeper, Ecken, is there to grab it right before Schultz gets there. And that was almost identical to the previous goal, but Schultz got there first and just sent a little blooper that went just inside the crossbar. Up towards the middle. A nice ball, and it's going to be a race for it as McCabe comes down with it here into the right corner, and it's nice slide tackle to send that one out of bounds by the Cougar defender. So that was Clemens who was able to stop that attack as McCabe was looking to cross that one to try and get that into the box. But nice job by Clemens to send that in without any other challenges. So the corner going to be taken here. Shot into the box, and Hubry is there to knock that one, but it goes into the hands of DeSales, who sends it right back in the box, but the Grayson County defenders will clear it. Controlled in the back. It is Locke with the ball. He'll send one in way over top, and it will turn into a goal kick here for Grayson County. We'll take a 30-second break, go back split screen here. This is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
So we welcome you back here. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half, all tied up at 1. As the Cougars and Colts battling on as the first probably 25 minutes, Wyatt Schultz is going to have a chance on it. Another race for the ball, and it's just picked up by Ecken. Schultz and Ecken have gone head-to-head a couple of times here today. And Schultz got one of them. But Ecken's picked up a couple as well, probably 3, I think, where it's been a race to see who could get to the ball first. Pretty with it, knocked down in the box. Hornbeck will clear it out. In the race, as it's tried to jump off Haycraft, this is going to do it, and they're going to call a foul on Haycraft as he tried to use Arnold's back for DeSales to try and get some leverage. They'll call that as a foul almost every time. Shot into the box and saved by Hubry. He jumps up and snags that one before it has any more issues at all. For Grayson County, they'll be back in action coming up on Saturday morning here at 11 a.m. They'll play Monroe County right here at Grayson County High School. Cougars, Masri passes this up, Schultz with it off to the right side, and he's going to shoot one. It goes off of the foot. Here comes a shot in. Haycraft rolling around. The keeper gets back into it, and it'll be spun around out of bounds, and it'll go towards DeSales' ball. As they had a shot on it, as the keeper, Ecken, went out to try and make a play on it, and Schultz, when he went to shoot it, it just went off of his foot, and it was a race. Haycraft almost got down in there to take a shot on it, but 2 DeSales defenders converged on him, not allowing him to get really of a shot of anything. 4.5 minutes now remaining in our opening half. So the 36th minute is where we are right now. High kick into the air by Schmidt. Clemens with it. He'll find in the middle to Goosetree. Goosetree spins all the way around. And now a fight for it as Raymer was the one who comes down with it, tries to find Goosetree, and a whistle blown. And we're going to have a foul called on the Cougars, so a free kick here coming for DeSales. They'll quickly fire this one back, and it'll go into the hands of Hubry. No, it will not, and a shot coming here. Hubry's going to race and dive for it. He still doesn't have it. And finally, they're going to have a whistle blown here as Hubry was trying to fight for it, but he wasn't having a chance to get to it. And we have a whistle blown. And are they going to call handball here coming, it appears. As Hubry was trying to make a play on the ball, but DeSales was not letting him take any chance. And in fact, it will be a free kick here coming for the Colts. It appears that it will be taken by Matthew Dick, the senior striker. Cougars coming. The shot is saved by Hubry. Hubry dove to his right. He got that one as Dick tried to get that into the bottom left pocket without much success. So the Cougars survive a free kick opportunity there from real close. So 2 minutes and 45 seconds here to play in our opening half. All tied up at 1 here between Grayson County and DeSales. And we have a flag flown here by one of the side judge officials. So the Cougars here coming a free kick. Haycraft is going to take this one. Shot coming down inside. It is Schultz. He's got it. He'll try and take control of it. Tries to get a shot into Goostree. A nice defense here, running in, and now here comes a shot that's going to try to get inside the box, but it's going to go right into the hands of Ecken as Schmidt tried to get a shot in as I think he thought he had a player down there. Might have been Schultz or Goostree, but instead it was just Ecken all by himself, the DeSales keeper. Shot coming in, Hornbeck sends that one back out. Now over to the far side of the field. Colts trying to get their lead back as they had it early on in this game. But the Cougars defense trying to stop that one, and that's exactly what they do. They'll send it right back, and a whistle is blown. And looks like that's going to bring us to the half, as it's our scoreboard still says 1:56 seconds left, but it appears that the official said that that's enough time here for our half. So we'll take a 2-minute break and come back and have more action here from Grayson County, all tied up at 1. This is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School as it's halftime here between the DeSales Colts and the Cougars here of Grayson County. Is really looking around here, you couldn't ask for a much better crowd As perfect weather here, the DeSales faithful have turned out here as a good number of fans here coming up from the Louisville area to make it to tonight's game. And of course, the Cougar soccer faithful are always ready to go. 1-1 was the score here at the half as DeSales got a goal early on, and it was off of a free kick, and we couldn't tell who was the one who actually ended up putting it back into the net, as you had about 4 or 5 players dive towards the goal for it. And then in coming into the later on, it was Wyatt Schultz who scored to tie the game up at 1. So for Schultz, that was his 9th goal here in just 2 games. He had that massive performance on Monday where he scored 8 goals, the 3rd most in state history, the most in school and region history. So he's picking up where he left off here to tie this one at 1-1. As really, when you look at this, and we'll get to a break here in a minute, but you see that both teams are playing at a high level, but primarily you're seeing a lot of DeSales controlling the ball, but you got to give a lot of props to both Brady Hubry, who's made a couple of really nice saves, one of which he went way up to his right to grab that one. But it's been back and forth, and the two teams are battling, but it's been the Cougar defense trying to hold up against the DeSales offense, and I'd say that they've done very well, and they've controlled the possession in that end, but the Cougars have taken advantage of their limited shots that they had, as it was Wyatt Schultz who had that goal and a little dribbler that just snuck in towards the left crossbar. We'll take a break and come back here with more here from Grayson County High School, as this is Cougar Soccer right here on Facebook.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
So we welcome you back here. We got about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half here between the Colts of Grayson County, or the Colts of DeSales and the Cougars of Grayson County. Grayson County again entering this game with a record of 1-0. As they will play Monroe County here at home on Saturday at 11 a.m. First kick for that game. Our next broadcast of Grayson County Soccer won't be until Tuesday, September the 10th, as they will welcome the Trojans of Barron County here to the Cougar soccer field. So that'll be the next broadcast for that. Our next digital productions broadcast will be next Thursday when the Cougar volleyball team will take on Edmonson County, as that will be here at Grayson County High School as well. So you'll be able to watch on all of our platforms that you are watching here tonight. And then you can also watch the Cougar football game next Friday night against Hancock County. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the action for the second half. This is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Hey, Sam Gormley.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
So welcome you back here to the start of the second half. Grayson County here taking on DeSales, tied 1-1 here. After one, as the two teams will play a JV game after this. So you've still got time to come out here to the Cougar Soccer Complex, check it out. And I was walking the field earlier today, and I did it a little bit yesterday as well. I mean, this field is in great shape for a grass field. I mean, it almost looks as if it's turf when you're walking out there. There aren't any spots anywhere. So you got to give a lot of props to this Cougar soccer program for taking some great effort into taking good care of this as well. So DeSales, the Cougars just waiting for them to retake the field here. As again, the first half goal for Grayson County was by Wyatt Schultz. So here we come. So Grayson County is now going to be working from left to right, and DeSales will be working from right to left. And the Cougars are in their all navy blue jerseys with white numerals, while DeSales has white jerseys with brown pants and brown numerals. So the Cougars really, for the most part of this half, the first half, the ball was controlled by DeSales. But the Cougars were able to hold them to only the one goal. A couple of nice defensive plays by the Cougars, even by their goalkeeper, Brady Hubry. That's how we got to the point that we are at right now. It is Dick with the ball. He'll send a shot in, and it's hit into the upper pocket. A beautiful goal by DeSales, and immediately they take a 2-1 lead. Matthew Dick was the one who shot that one into the upper left-hand pocket. And just a beautiful goal as he was off to the right side, and DeSales takes a 2-1 lead. Not much Brady Hooper could do right there except turn and watch that one fly in, as he made an attempt at it, but it was just out of his reach. So the Cougars, it only took DeSales about 30 seconds. Kick off to the middle over the head of Wyatt Schultz. So Matthew Dick, he did not score last season. So the senior, not sure if he had scored in his freshman or sophomore year, but did not a year ago. So you could have been looking at maybe a first career goal. Cougars control it. So it's going to go into the feet of Miles Hornbeck. He'll send it up. He thought he had Masri or Stevenson. And Stevenson stops the DeSales attack, but it goes right back to the Colts. And here come the Colts. It's down here to the near side. Peterworth with it, and it'll go whistle here. And a throw-in coming here for DeSales. It'll be taken by Dick, who just scored the go-ahead goal. Controlled here. Stevenson with it. Through the legs. Right back into the foot of DeSales. Peterworth. Down here to the near side of Dick. It's controlled now by Holton, and it's cleared by Grayson County. Schultz with it. He'll give it off here to the near side to Evans. Evans loses it and goes back into control here for the Colts of DeSales. As you just joined us, that was really the story of the first half, is DeSales controlling much of the action. So a goal kick here coming for the Cougars. Hubry sends it off to the near side. And it was short, and DeSales is going to have an opportunity here. Coming in, but clearing it off now to Stevenson here right in front of us. Stevenson has it, sends it back now here towards the middle to Goostree. Goostree gives it back, but it's too hard off of the foot of Evans. Down inside the box, a shot way off to the right was taken by Holwerda. So another goal kick here coming for DeSales, or for Grayson County, as these two teams have been very active here shooting on, as DeSales was early on. And out of bounds goes that one. So out of bounds goes this one. Right to us here. That's what you get for working sideways. They're putting me to work here and calling games at the same time. You know, we gotta make this happen. As Cougars tried to take it, Goostree lost control of it, and here comes DeSales, working about 3-on-5 here on the opposite end of the field, trying to find someone to pass to. Finally, they'll just go back into their own side. Controlled. And Hornbeck gives it right back, right into the control of Relaford. Relaford to the middle, breaking away, taking a shot, but it goes way off into the air, and the sales player is asking for a tip. And are we going to get it, or no, it is going to be a goal kick. I think that was tipped, as a shot by Smith went flying off to the left. So it will turn into a goal kick, though, for Brady Hubry. 2-1, though, DeSales leads here. We're about 5 minutes into the second half of play. So again, 34-50 here to play. And a free kick coming here for DeSales. The kick coming, a shot in. Hubry is there to stop that. So nice job there by the Cougar keeper, Brady Hubry, to stop that one from coming up. We'll go split screen here, take a quick 30-second break, and come back here with more action As you actually hear where we will go to break, as I thought that we might have had some action here coming. Quick 30-second break. This is Cougar Soccer right here on Facebook.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
As DeSales had an attempt on it, but didn't come much further for it. So coming in, Hornbeck clears it right before, as the Colts had a runner that was coming in. It was Peterworth who was trying to make a play on it, but Hornbeck just got it to clear it beforehand. Here come the Colts, though. Another chance on goal. Straight up the middle, and a shot. Nice stop by Haycraft, sending it out. Controlled. It is Holwerda with it. And the Cougar defense will send this one off. And I heard somebody yell foul, but I think that was a DeSales player wanting a foul on the Cougars. Cougars have control of it, sending a ball up, but immediately knocked back by the Colts. Spinning all the way around now is Smith. Controlled by Matthew Dick. He had just scored, and that one goes diving off to the right, does Hubery. But it'll go wide in a goal kick coming here for Grayson County. As Hubery diving each and every different way to try and make some plays on it. And we were talking with our sports writer extraordinaire, Don Brown, before the game, and making a comment about how much how well he's been playing here in this game and making a couple really nice saves. He sends this one. It is knocked back by Relaford, but the Cougars will control possession. They're going to try and send one up. Coming up here the near side is Stevenson, but DeSales is going to get this one and kick it right back up front. The battle for the ball is controlled by the Cougars. Raymer tries to send one back into the Cougars box, but the DeSales defense was right there to stop it from going any further. Here comes the attack from the Colts. The battle for it. Clemens going on it, and it'll go out of bounds off of Malachi Clemens. And another throw in here coming from DeSales from on the opposite end of the field. Shot coming into the box and over the head and over the post. And we'll come back here. So another goal kick coming for Brady Huber, and you almost got to give props to the ball kids working behind each goal here as they're getting their money's worth out of this as well. So they're making them run. As if you've never been here to the Grayson County Cougar Soccer Complex, off here to the left side is a little dip off of a hill, so it can kind of roll down the hill before it goes into the parking lot. So they kind of roll down the hill and chase it so it goes even further than it probably should. DeSales with it at midfield. It was Kinos. He gets it back off into the middle to Matthew Dick. Dick over now to the right side. It is McCabe with it. McCabe on the far side of the field, and they are going to call a foul on the Cougars. So it was whistled on Haycraft. He didn't necessarily agree with it. Shot into the box, and it's bounced up. And Hubery comes barreling through like a freight train. And he gets that one as he saw an opening. And almost like a football running back came coming right through to grab that one and grab the ball without any further instances of another shot there by the Colts. So we're 10 minutes here into the second half, 2-1. DeSales leads this one. Cougars controlling this one in their own end. They're going to send this one off to the middle. Schultz with it. He gives it right back now to it was Goosetree with it. Goosetree tries to find Haycraft, but it goes a little long. Now the battle for the ball is going to be won by DeSales. Will come down with it. They'll give it off now to Matthew Dick. They have numbers here working on the Cougars. Off now down to the right side. They're working 2-on-1, and the shot is going to roll off, and right there to grab it is Brady Hubry, as he stopped that one from really getting any further. But nice defense there for Grayson County, as that was Pretty, who was right there to make sure he was there with the DeSales attacker every step of the way to make sure nothing more happened. Raymer with it. Up now to Goosetree. Goosetree up to Schultz. Schultz is working. He's going to give it off to the left side to Goosetree. It's a foot race for the ball, and Goosetree sends one off, but it's going to turn in here to a goal kick for DeSales, as Schultz tried to give Goosetree a ball, but it was just a little bit out of his reach. So Jared Ecken going to send this one off to try and get another attack here coming for the Colts of DeSales. We have a whistle blown, and the Cougars might get a set piece here coming, as they're going to have a free kick coming. It'll be on the opposite side of our vantage point here, opposite of the benches. So right in front of the DeSales bench, the Cougars are going to have a chance of taking this one. Sending this one into the box. Bouncing up, and it goes off of the head of a DeSales defender. The Cougars are going to come down with it. Goosetree with it. They're going to send it right back, and it goes off of the foot of Haycraft, and it's going to be controlled down here by Holton, and it will end up going out of bounds off of Haycraft. So DeSales will now get the ball, as Haycraft and Holton were both battling for it before it ended up going out of bounds. And we have a handball here called on the Colts, so possession will go right back here towards the Cougars. Again, our next digital productions broadcast of Grayson County Athletics will be next Thursday, 1 week from tonight. We'll be over on the other side of campus at the Grayson County Cougar Den, where the Lady Cougar volleyball team will take on their old rival, the Edmonson County Lady Cats, in a volleyball match. It'll be the first of 12th District matchup here. Here come the Cougars. It's Stevenson with the ball, working it through, but nice defense there to stop it off Peterworth. And we have a falling down is Peterworth, and it is going to be a foul and a free kick here coming for the Colts of DeSales. And the free kick is just immediately taken there by Locke. Smith with it, breaking it up towards the middle. Nice defense, flying around, and we're going to have a free kick coming. As standing with him every step of the way was Haycraft. He didn't seem to necessarily agree with the call, as he threw his hands up looking right at the official. The free kick is faked. It's taken by Dick, and it's a little blooper that'll go right into the hands of Hubry, and he smacks it right down, bounces it once, and takes it into his hands. He'll roll one over here to the near side to Hornbeck. Hornbeck up towards midfield. It goes off of the chest and out of bounds, as it went right into the chest of Holwerda. Raymer to throw this one in right in front of us here, opposite of the benches. Haycraft just off of his foot, goes over the head of Kinos, and Wyatt Schultz is going to run this one down. He gives it back now. Cougars with it, trying to keep control of the possession. Schultz with it. And Kenny Fukuhara trying to call back. And up here towards the middle. Bounced back here by Stevenson. And it's going to be now a foot race to the ball that's going to be won by Peterworth. Peterworth's got some height to him down there on the DeSales side. In fact, I think I might even have his height here coming, as they have him listed at 6'4", and he's every bit of it. So, I mean, he towers over much of the other players on this team. Throw in coming from Hubry. Haycraft controls it up on the opposite side of the field in front of the Grayson County bench. Kenny Fukuhara looking on. And it's going to go right back into the Cougars' defense. Kinos comes down. He'll tap it off. Raymer now. He'll give it off now to Goosetree. Goosetree siding through. He uses the referee almost as an extra, has a wall to help him out. He has it right at midfield. He'll tap it back now to Haycraft. Haycraft isn't able to get a full foot on it, and DeSales comes down with it. It's Matthew Dick. He'll take it. He'll take a shot on the goal. It's over the head of Hubry, and Matthew Dick has scored his second goal of this game, and it is now 3-1 DeSales. And with that goal coming in for the Colts, we'll take a 30-second break, as this is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
I am a nurse,
A firefighter.
A college student.
a mother.
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready.
For every storm.
And disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors.
My family.
And my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
So the goal by Matthew Dick, his second here of this half, has given DeSales a 3-1 lead here over the Cougars. Goosetree has it off to Schultz. Schultz is going to try and race down to it, but he isn't able to get to it. So again, the Colts have taken this 3-1 lead, and they'll try to send one in, but it's an easy ball for Ecken. As it stops right in front of him, he just sticks his right foot out to stop it from going any further. DeSales kind of trying to make a run on the ball here, and it is going to be taken by McCabe. McCabe with it. He'll dribble it into the box, but Hubry goes down to his knees to stop that one from getting any closer. Hubry throws one up, but it goes right into the hands, taking a shot, but it goes way off to the left side. And a goal kick is coming. As that was Smith who ran in, and he just kind of saw a lane, so he decided to take a whirl at it. It just went off to the left side. As this one bounces up into the air. And finally, it's going to be taken here down to the near side to Peterworth. Peterworth sends one into the box off of the head. And a nice attempt at the header by Cole Vance, a senior midfielder. He took a whirl at it, but it went off to the left side. And another goal kick coming here for Brady Hubry. 21 minutes and 45 seconds to play here. Cougars trying to find 2 goals to tie this one up, as White Schultz has scored the lone goal here tonight. DeSales with it. Off to the corner of the box. They're going to have a chance at this one if they want it. It'll be in, but the Cougar defense is right there to stop this one. And now the Cougars, if they play this one right, might have their own chance. Schultz with it. Nice ball to Goosetree, but Goosetree isn't able to corral it, and it's taken right back by Relaford. Relaford up inside to the box, off the outside to Vance. Vance has it on to the left of keeper Brady Hubry, spinning all the way around, and Smith takes a shot on it, and Brady Hubry is right there, diving to his left to stop that one from going any further. You got 2 good senior goalkeepers here for both the Cougar and the Lady Cougars, as the Lady Cougars keeper is Laura Vincent, who was one of the top saves leaders for keepers in the state last season. So, be interesting to see her play as the Lady Cougars will open up their season here coming up officially. I believe it'll be on Monday. Let me dig that one up. Yes, Lady Cougars will open up here at home against Warren East on Monday at 6 p.m. So if you're looking for something to do on a Monday evening, come out and support the Lady Cougar soccer team right here at the Cougar Soccer Complex. Our first broadcast of Lady Cougar Soccer will be coming up, as we'll tell you about that here after this attempt here coming from DeSales, as Dick has it, but it's knocked out, and the Cougars will control this here. Up the sideline and finally taken away here by DeSales, up towards the middle. It's controlled by Dick. That was Connor Dick, so you've got Matthew and Connor Dick out on the field. And it'll roll out of bounds. And another goal kick will come here from Brady Hubry. Our first broadcast of Lady Cougar soccer will be on August the 29th, when the Lady Cougars will host Butler County here at the Lady Cougar Soccer Complex. So a district match there. So you'll be sure to be able to watch all of the action here on both K105's Facebook. You can see it on 1039 The Moose's Facebook, on K105's YouTube channel, and also via the K105 Sports Periscope. Chance coming, sending it into the box, but off of a Cougar defender. So that's where DeSales is going to have a throw-in coming. 3-1, though, again, is our score. 18 minutes and 45 seconds to play here in the second half. And out of bounds it goes, and they're going to signal a corner kick as it goes just on the inside of the flag, and we have a subs coming in here for the Cougars. We'll try and bring that here to you. As that is number 24, Trey Jeffers, sophomore. Taps in, header, diving save by Brady Hubry, as it was just off of the head of Jacob Arnold. But Hubry was right there to make another save for the Cougars. Up to the near side, Stevenson controls it. He'll try to go back and finally will end up controlling it. He'll find Raymer. Raymer tries to split two defenders and do a through pass without much success. Now it's Haycraft with it. He'll give it off now to the near side, and it will be bounced back by Locke. Here comes the DeSales offense. Ekin takes a roller, but it bounces right into the hands of Brady Hubry. Miles Hornbeck towards the middle. Bounces off of a Colt defender. Haycraft trying to run down with it, and it'll bounce off and coming through. And now it looks like the Colts will have some action. Ball up. It'll be a race for it, and Wyatt Schultz isn't going to be able to even come up with it, but he bounces it off. Here comes Schultz with it. He's going to have a shot. He'll take a shot on the goal, and just out of the reach of the keeper. And it goes and rolls all the way over. And they are going to say it is a goal kick coming. So the keeper for DeSales, Jared Ekin, took a big dive, but it just rolled out of his reach and just went wide right. So the first real Cougar opportunity doesn't end in a goal for Wyatt Schultz. Clemens with it. Up now to the middle hole, Huerta. And out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Colts. As it was Keno's to throw that in. Out of bounds off of the Colts. Jeffers for the throw in now, and it is bounced around, and it'll be bounced back to the Cougar defense. Ball up now over the head of Schultz, and right into the control, though, of a DeSales defender who gives it right back to Schultz. Ball bounced around at midfield. Up towards the middle is Connor Dick. His brother's gotten two, shot off to the left side and out of bounds. Or no, it doesn't go out of bounds, and a Cougar defender will clear that. Nice job by Miles Hornbeck to get his foot in there and knock that one off, as the shot by Connor Dick went wide left, and I thought it had rolled out of bounds. But Hornbeck got his foot in there to clear it, to make it go out of bounds. Shot coming way over the top of the crossbar, as that was Huerta trying to get his name into the scorebook. 3-1, though, DeSales leads this one here in the second half. We'll go split screen here, take a 30-second break, because this is Cougar Soccer right here on Facebook and YouTube.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Shot went wide right there on an attempt from DeSales. 14 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Here, Cougars trying to fight back from a 2-goal deficit. 3-1 is the score, as 2 second-half goals by Matthew Dick is how DeSales has taken the lead here in this one, as we were all tied up at 1 at the end of the first half. As a shot into the box, but Hubry is there to corral that one, and he's now going to take a kick at midfield. It's going to go off of the foot of Relaford and into control of Huerta. Huerta now has it here on the near side. Off a through pass. Connor Dick with it, and it'll go off control, and Logan Raymer. And he'll send one in. It'll go out of bounds off of DeSales again, right to us here on the side. Putting us to work. And I think we had a handball whistle here. So DeSales will get the ball back here, ending the Cougars' chance. 13 minutes to play. 3-1, DeSales leads this one. 1-1 at the end of the first half. 2 goals here in this second half for the Colts. A long ball in, and it's going to be a race for it. Connor Dick tries to get to it, but it will be knocked out first by Grayson County, and it's going to end up turning into, depending on what side of the flag it went on, it said it went on the left side, so it is a throw-in for the Colts. Back now, right in front. Huerta has it. Wiggling through the Cougar defenders, and clearing it is Hornbeck. Here comes Kinos. Hard touch. Maybe too hard, and he'll send it into the box. Hornbeck again clears it out. And here comes the Cougars. As it's Haycraft, he'll weave through to the left side, angling it off. He's got Goosetree and Schultz, one on each side, and it'll bounce off. Haycraft still looking. He'll scan, he'll check out his options. He goes over to the left side to Wyatt Schultz, who's going to run this one down in the corner. Schultz taps it off of his foot, and looks like we are going to have a corner kick opportunity here from Grayson County. It's Haycraft. He'll send one into the box, and it dribbles around, and DeSales will clear this one out, and it'll roll into no man's land, and finally will roll out of bounds. The Cougars are going to control possession, looking to throw this one in, trying to find themselves their second goal of this game, trying to bring the deficit to within only 1. Bouncing it around. And rolling out of bounds, and we're going to have another corner kick opportunity coming for the Cougars. This time it was taken by Schultz. He'll tap it back. Here comes a shot in, way off wide to the right. And a goal kick will now come from the Colts. Got about 11 minutes now to play. Up, it's off of Hornbeck's head. It's going to be a race for it, and it's going to be tapped by Pretty, and Pretty's just going to have to send it out of bounds, as he wasn't sure how close Hubry actually was, so it'll be a corner kick coming here for DeSales. And it will be taken by Huerta. Huerta sends this one. It's a drooper, and it'll bounce high up into the air. And just on the edge of the box, it's controlled and trying to spin all the way around and send it in, but it'll bounce high and over the goal. So that was a shot attempt by Jacob Arnold, but he didn't really have much control and tried to spin around, and when he spun, tried to kick it with his right foot, but it went over the crossbar. Ball in, and it goes over the head of Arnold. He tried to make a play on it, and I think it had so much spin on it that it ended up bouncing over himself. Pass up now as it's going to be a race for it. Can Goosetree get to it before the DeSales defender? And saving it from going out of bounds was Locke, and it ends up possibly saving a Cougar scoring opportunity. So nice defense there from the Colts defense. We got some subs coming in. As it's number 8, Max Evans coming into the game for Grayson County. Coming out is Trey Jeffers. Here comes a chance maybe for the Colts. Angling it back towards the middle is Smith. He's going to take a shot on it, and it bounces off of a Cougar defender and into control of Arnold, who tries to send one in, but it instead bounces off and goes into the hands of Brady Hubry. 8.5 minutes now to play. Cougars need to get some offense going here and quick as they find themselves here in this 2-goal deficit. 2 subs coming in here for the Mustangs, or for the Colts. One is Caden Holton. Not sure who might have been the other one. DeSales might switch up their formation, though, here and go towards a more defensive front here with a 2-goal lead and less than 8 minutes to play. Schultz has it. Off of a DeSales defender, and it'll roll out of bounds. Possession, though, staying with the Cougars. Cougars trying to get a goal here to make things a little bit more interesting here in this game. As we enter here the closing minutes of tonight's contest. Shot in, and it's jumping, and saving it is Jared Ecken. Ecken takes one bounce, fakes the throw, takes another bounce, and now will boot it off. A high kick that is going to take a bounce and go over the head of Grayson County. Laying his head down to get it is Pretty. He's going to set it off, and it goes over. It ends up hitting the official. That ends up helping DeSales on the case. So the official tried to jump out of the way, and when he jumped, I think his foot hit it on accident. Obviously no intent there. Josh Stevenson. They're going to long ball it up in, and it'll go right into the hands of Brady Hubry. They were trying to find Cole Vance, who was running up the right side, but just a little bit out of his reach. Haycraft with it up the middle. Trying to get it around the defender, Huerta. And shoving down, and a foul going to be called. Kenny Fukuhara, right when that happened, stuck both of his hands out, I think looking for the call, and the official immediately blew it. Haycraft with it on the opposite side. Back towards the middle to Raymer. Raymer spins all the way around. Do the Cougars have an opportunity here? He tries to send one in, and I think the goal was to get it to Stevenson, but it was a little too far in and instead went to a DeSales defender. Here comes an attack opportunity. Holton with it. He gives it off now to the left side to Arnold. Arnold will dribble it off, and it's going to end up going out of bounds, and it will go out. The Cougars will go, but it will be a throw-in coming here. Or do we have an offsides whistle? Now that I see the official, I heard a whistle blow here. 5 minutes to go. And they're pointing towards a goal kick, so it had to have been offsides. We'll go split screen here. Take one more break here as this is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Cougars just had a scoring chance. And it ended up turning into nothing, as it'll turn into a goal kick, in fact, for DeSales. About 4 minutes to play here in the game. And again, as a reminder, the official time is kept on the field. Rolls out of bounds, and it will go towards Grayson County. Raymer to throw this one in. No, it's going to be a kick. So let's see who's going to take the free kick. Is it going to be Haycraft or is it going to be Raymer? It will be Haycraft. And the official is bouncing off, and DeSales is really in no rush. I think they went up close to the ball, making the official have to come over to mark this one off. Haycraft trying to send this one into the box. He'll send it in, and it's diving save off to the right side. It might have been just a little wide right, but a nice save by the keeper, Ecken. And it will turn into a corner kick coming for the Cougars. So Matthew Haycraft calling for a ball. He didn't have one yet. Finally gets one as the Cougars are in a pinch. They got to score and score quick. Down 2 here. Haycraft sends one in, and it'll roll through every defender. I'm not sure it touched anybody. It somehow went through and didn't touch a soul. And it'll go out of bounds off of the Cougars, and it'll be DeSales ball. And that might wrap up the game here. So here comes an attack here from DeSales. So 2 minutes to go, a free kick coming for the Colts. And it immediately goes out of bounds. Another shot coming into the box. And Hubry will grab that, as it was nice defense there from the Cougars. It was Hornbeck who stopped as Vance was trying to make a play on it, but Hornbeck used it, and you can tell Miles Hornbeck also plays for the basketball team, as he was almost boxing out like it was a rebound. So it's not letting him get any chance on it. They've stopped the clock here at 2 minutes, so the time is officially being kept on the field. So we are probably in the closing moments of our match here today. Again, the score as 3-1. Up and out off the head of Rilliford. And it will be controlled by Matthew Dick. Dribbled around into the box and knocked out, but back in on accident. And finally, it'll be cleared by Grayson County, as that was pretty. Here comes the Cougars. Haycraft up the near side of the field, and it'll bounce out of bounds and off of DeSales, they're going to say. In fact, actually, it'll be a free kick foul on DeSales. And the officials calling for will allow him to mark off the field for DeSales. Haycraft wanting to take that kick right away to try and get a goal in. Shot coming high into the box and diving in to make the save is Ekin, the keeper for the Colts. And that's the final whistle blown. Final score here tonight, DeSales 3 and the Cougars 1. So Grayson County moves to 1-1 on the season. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back as this is Grayson County Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars fall tonight to Louisville DeSales by a final score of 3-1. So the Cougars open up this season with a record of 1-1. Their one goal was scored by Wyatt Schultz. That is his 9th on the year. And I'm not sure that we can officially state it, but it might be leading the state at this point here in this young season. So we're only just a few days in, as the first date that they could play a regular season contest was on Monday. So he's got 9 here in the first, 3 possible days here of this season. For DeSales, they had a goal in the first half that went through and went off of about 3 or 4 people, so we couldn't necessarily see who it was. And then 2 goals scored in the second half by Matthew Dick, so they were tied 1-1 at the end of the first half in that game. So Cougars again go to 1-1 here on the year as the JV game is getting ready to get underway. We will not have coverage of that game, but there's still plenty of time if you're out and about to come by and maybe stop by and see action from that game here at Grayson County High School, as the Cougars JV taking on DeSales. So again, just wanted to run down when our next Digital Productions broadcast will be, and that'll be next Thursday when the Lady Cougar volleyball team will take on Edmonson County. So that will be the game that is scheduled at 6. So I think there's a JV game beforehand. So we'll probably start just a few minutes beforehand at that point. And then, of course, next Friday night is Grayson County Cougar football, as it's the first visual broadcast for that game, as you will be able to see that, all of the coverage here on both K105's Facebook, 1039 The Moose's Facebook, K105's YouTube channel. Pretty much any way that you think you could possibly watch it, we will have it for you, as the Cougars open up the 2019 season trying to build upon an 8-4 record from a year ago, as the official start time for that game is scheduled for 7 o'clock. So the locker room show will begin at 6:30. And of course, if you're more into the audio broadcast, maybe you're out in your car, truck, radio, you will be able to listen to all of the football broadcasts on K105 all season long. We'll take a break, come back, and hopefully talk with the head coach of the Cougars, Kenny Fukuhara. If not, we'll talk a little bit more about the digital productions that will be coming up, as this is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
We are the Bach family from Bath County, Kentucky.
We have beef cattle, grain, and some fruits and vegetables. Our beef herd is about 240 mama cows.
We try to do the best job that we can so that the consumer is satisfied.
I feel I'm really blessed to be able to work with my families.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming. It's a good life.
I'm very proud of my family.
Kentucky farm families, feeding Kentucky, feeding the world.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
So welcome you back here where the Grayson County Cougars fall tonight to the DeSales Colts by a final score of 3-1. So the Cougars will open up the season with a record of 1-1. They will be back in action on Saturday morning as they will play Monroe County here at the Cougar Soccer Complex with an 11 a.m. kick for that game. And then they will play next week. They will have a game on Tuesday at Caldwell County. So heading to Princeton, Kentucky. It's a little bit of a trip for them there. And then next Saturday, they will again host Ohio County here with a 10 a.m. kick for that game. Our next digital productions broadcast will be next Thursday, as the Lady Cougar volleyball team will play against Edmonson County. And then next Friday, we'll have our first Cougar football game before having Lady Cougar soccer coming up next, as that will be on the 29th of August against Butler County. We'll take a break and come back and hopefully, well, no, that is not Coach. I thought Coach Fukuhara was making his way to us, but that is not him. So we'll keep it here and talk a little bit more about upcoming events that we have coming up. On August the 30th, it'll be the first home football game for Grayson County, as they will play Nelson County right over on the other side of campus at the Cougar football field, as the Cougar football field is, so that will be on the other side of campus there at the Cougar football field. In fact, there you are being seen it right now. So they'll play over there on the other side of campus, and then the Lady Cougar volleyball team again next Thursday. As far as action, just not necessarily tied into our digital productions, in fact, events that we will not broadcast, as tomorrow the Cougar football team will travel to McLean County for a scrimmage. That will be at 6 p.m. And then again, the Cougar soccer team here on Saturday. Next week, the Lady Cougar soccer team and the Lady Cougar volleyball team will open up the 2019 season as the Lady Cougar soccer team will be home against Warren East right here at the soccer field. 6 p.m. first kick for that game. And then also on Monday, the Lady Cougar volleyball team will open up the season in Owensboro against the Lady Devils. 6:30 will be the start time for that game. This has been an interesting night for sure, trying out soccer for the first time. We hope you do enjoy that. And as a reminder, you can check out all of our different options to watch this game, as you have on K105's YouTube page, you have on K105's Facebook page, and you also have on 1039 The Moose's Facebook page, and on the K105 Sports Twitter page is a link to the Periscope to watch there. We'll take a break and see if we can't catch Coach Fukuhara. If not, we'll wrap things up after this, as this is Cougar Soccer right here on K105.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
We are the Bach family from Bath County, Kentucky.
We have beef cattle, grain, and some fruits and vegetables. Our beef herd is about 240 mama cows.
We try to do the best job that we can so that the consumer is satisfied.
I feel I'm really blessed to be able to work with my families.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming. It's a good life.
I'm very proud of my family.
Kentucky farm families, feeding Kentucky, feeding the world.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Sam Gormley back here with you from the Grayson County Cougar soccer field, where DeSales has defeated the Cougars here tonight by a final score of 3-1 as the two teams are getting ready to kick off their JV action here. And I think they typically usually play until about nightfall. I'm not sure if they'll play the entire game or not, but especially since DeSales has about an hour trip home, they probably don't want to wait too long to play into the night here, since they got to go back, and it's school night too. You can't put too much emphasis on that as well. So Grayson County, though, losing this game 3-1. Their one goal was scored by Wyatt Schultz. It was in the first half, and for DeSales, 2 goals were scored by Matthew Dick, and one was scored by about 4 or 5 different people as it kind of went into a mass. And one of them was the one who ended up coming down with it, but we weren't necessarily sure who actually officially got their head on the ball. So it looks like Coach Fukuhara still has his team down there, so we will wrap up our broadcast right now, and we will talk to him here in a couple of weeks about what his thoughts were on tonight's game. I'm doing one more scan to make sure that I don't see him walking towards us, and I do not with the JV game getting started. I'm sure he'd rather watch that too than talk to me. So until next Thursday night, I want to thank our digital productions crew here tonight, Cody Brock, Anna Davis, and Chase Blaine for helping us out here tonight. So until next Thursday night, when the Lady Cougar volleyball team will be taking on Edmonson County, this is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.